Hey there everyone, it's Mr. Step, and this is the part where I'm going to be doing just a quick little review and just talking about the old school V in suede canvas, black, and true white. Here's the box. I believe that I got it in size 10 US men's. Hopefully that focuses properly. But overall, this is a shoe that I've been eyeing for a while. It's not a bad looking shoe. Of course, it is based off of the regular Vans old school. I mean, you can see the stripe going down there and just a very classic look when it comes to Vans. It is no authentic, but it's still up there for me. I have owned, I think, a couple old schools in the past, and they didn't really do it for me as far as how they felt on my foot. My feet are pretty wide, and I have a fairly stocky build, and they just didn't expand as well as some of the authentics. I mean, it's still like a lot of it is canvas and everything, but it wasn't as moldable as some of the other Vans that I had. But overall, these have done me well, so I'm really hopeful for the future with these. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty basic shoe, no special insole or anything like that. Outsole, very basic waffle. And then I would say the biggest draw, or you could call this the ugly point in the shoe, is the fact that you have the Velcro straps here in order to, snug the shoe up to your feet in whatever size you need, which I think is pretty nice and flexible. And personally, zippers and Velcro I think is more convenient than shoelaces, but shoelaces also have a nice timeless look as well. So with old schools, I have owned a few in the past, and the first time I saw these, it was actually in middle school when I first started wearing Vans. They actually had a vulcanized 106 silhouette. I might be able to have a photo of it, or maybe like a previous video. They don't even make that model anymore. It wasn't very popular, and I got it in a really ugly brown color, which not sure why I did that, but that was my first pair of Vans. And there was a girl, her name was Ariana, and she had a pair of these. And I thought they were the ugliest thing because everyone else had like Eras or Authentics or, Chuckalos, just like all the classic Vans that everybody had. And of course, being in California, we all skated, so, that was part of that. And I thought these were the ugliest things ever. And then over the years, just something about them, I just started gravitating towards them more and more, and finally pulled the trigger because they were doing a buy one, get one 50% off at Vans, which is a decent deal. I know buy one, get one 50% sounds pretty awesome, but it's really just 25% off. I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, it can be a little bit more specific than that, but it's essentially 25% off. So if you think that's a good deal, then by all means. Got these for $75. You remember the days when Vans were like $30 to $35 to $40 to $45, and now like basic shoes are going to be like $75. But then if you try to get a regular shoe from any other brand, it's going to cost you $100 minimum. So unless you're going like thrifting at like an outlet shop or like some used shoes or something like that. But it's crazy how much the prices of shoes have inflated over the years. I mean, almost double the price of what I remember buying, I guess, like 15 years ago? Yeah, 15 years ago. So actually maybe even more than that, 16, 17 years ago. But overall, great shoe. Once again, a lot of people might think these are ugly. Aren't those like for kids? Like, aren't those only for children? Which is a good argument. The Velcro, the no shoelaces, a lot of times children can't properly tie their shoelaces and it gets all over the place. And it's much easier as an adult to slip your kids' feet into things like this. Or you could even argue that the Vans slip-on is a child's shoe. But I mean, everybody wears them. I've seen plenty of adults just chilling with a slip-on. So wear what you want to wear. If it's in your size, it's in your size. And obviously, this is a very unisex shoe. I mean, anybody can wear this. I mean, my cats could probably wear this if I could find one small enough for his paws. And I did show a few fits at the beginning, and I'm not the most stylish guy ever, but I would say that these probably would look best with like some khakis or chinos. Unfortunately, I don't own any right now. I think I own like one like dark blue pair, which I mean would look okay with these, but I think like a tan pair of pants would probably look the best. I mean, denim. The sockless look looks all right with these shoes, but I would recommend the ankle socks, the ones that rise a little bit higher, because there's a little extra protection here on the interior compared to the authentic where it's like barely anything. It's just like one small layer of canvas. Where here there's a little bit of cushion, obviously, for the impact of a skateboard or something like that. I would recommend at least the ankle socks or higher, crew socks, whatever. The sockless look on these looks good, but I think in the long run it would start rubbing, at least on the way my feet and the way that I walk, it would start rubbing my ankles there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Please let me know what you thought. I know when I watch shoe videos, I mainly just watch the on-feet portions. I don't really care about the reviews unless, it's like a big investment. But these shoes nowadays are becoming bigger and bigger investments. I generally like to have a beater shoe or like a daily shoe that I wear. And right now, these are my daily shoe, just a black on black authentic. And whenever these go bad, then that's when I usually replace them. But I've since got another pair of daily shoes, which is just the classic navy authentic, which is beautiful. I've pretty much owned every main color of authentics now, which is kind of cool. I think this was the last one that I needed. And then eventually when that navy one goes bad, then it'll be these. Obviously, I'll be wearing other shoes in the meantime, but just having that go-to shoe that you can just throw on with no thoughts and it pretty much goes with anything. This meets that criteria. So yeah, once again, let me know if you've ever even considered these. These are usually on the bottom shelf because, I mean, they're kind of a staple, but they're not the most popular shoe like the Authentic or the Era or anything like that. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your opinions. My channel did start as a shoe channel, and I'm not buying shoes as frequently as I used to, but anytime I get a new pair of shoes, I'm going to do a review and some on-feet stuff. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.